Alright, so we're heading out to get some sets out today. We're hopefully going to get some coon and a couple coyote sets out. It's supposed to be pretty warm this week, at least for a few days. It's about 40 degrees right now, so I'm thinking stuff's going to start moving, since last week it was pretty cold, below zero every day. But hopefully get some coon sets out and some coyote sets. So I'm checking out an area here that you probably remember from last year actually. But we got a down tree right here that's always usually a den for coons. You can see we got some tracks going in. There's a den hole right there. Usually there's one over here too. They usually go in right here. So usually I put some 160s right in them. Could be one over there too, but there's usually a couple dens like this out here and some other trails. There's not much snow, so it's gonna be hard to see some of the trails, but take a look and hopefully get some sets made up in this area. So I'm at the first den spot here that I just kind of showed you, and we got tracks here. So I'm gonna go ahead and set a 160 here. So I kind of got the triggers pulled out a little bit, so hopefully I can get their head in there a little bit further. I'll set it on the first notch on the dog, nice sensitive for them. And I'm not going to put an H stand or anything in here. I should be able to just shove this trap in there and get it in there nicely where they should be able to just walk right into it. That should be pretty good like that. I'll get this one wired up and I'll take the safeties off, but probably go ahead and get one up here too, even though I didn't see tracks. Get both entrances set, and if they move pretty good and we get one clogged in here, probably move up there and hopefully get a coon out of there too. So get this one wired up. I'm gonna check out this area a little bit more. We might put a bucket out here. Can't really see the trails without the snow, so I'll probably get a baited set at least somewhere around here where I know where they like to move. But I'll finish this set up. So I went ahead and got the other set put at that one den. So we got both entrances set with two 160s. Over here we got another little den I've caught coon in before. I got a 160 put right in there, wedged in nice. I can see some feathers in there. And then right over here we got a good pile of feathers where something definitely was eating them. Good chance it might actually be a grinner. So might be getting a grinner in that set tomorrow. But I know the trail normally comes right through where these feathers were, so I'm gonna go ahead and put a bucket between these two dens here. So what I got in here is just some whole bluegills, and what I'm gonna do is put it underneath some of these sticks right where the trail normally goes, just to kind of wedge her in there. Put this log on top of there, keep her from sliding a little. Now I'll take 160, get set. I'll set the triggers to the back side so they can hopefully get their head in there pretty far. Set on the first dog. Take the safeties off, stick the trap in there, bend the springs down so the trap is wedged up, and I'm gonna get some marsh grass and put it underneath there. Try to keep the mice out and get the coon to stick their head in through the top. But other than that, that trap's good to go, that's set. And hopefully they're still using their trail that they've used before. Usually goes through right around here. But whatever, that coon or grinner that was eating those feathers will probably come back this general area and hopefully get them in that bucket set. So check out some more area and hopefully get some more sets out. So I'm kind of taking a peek at another area we set up sometimes, but walking back here, I don't know if you can see, it's kind of faded from the snow melting, but we got an otter slide going right back here. But sometimes we got coon sign back here. We got a pretty hollowed out log here that sometimes we set a 160 in here because sometimes the coon and grinners and everything else are running right through it. So might take a look at that. But usually heading back here a little bit further in the woods, usually we got some more coon sign, so take a peek and hopefully we can find some sign. But we're running out of snow. No snow over there, it's all melting. But hopefully we'll find some more sets. So I just found a set here. It's another den in the bottom of a upright tree actually. This is a new one, it's never been here. It's pretty fresh, and if you look back there, we got a bunch of frost right there, so that means they're in there. That's from them breathing and their breath freezing. But coming off this tree, probably be pretty difficult to see, but we have a faint trail. Not quite worth putting a 160 in, so I'm probably going to shove a dog proof right in that trail. And this one's going to be hard to wedge a 160 in there, so I think I might try drilling a couple holes and see if I can get a H stand in there and get the 160 put in. But that's a new den, never been here before. So we'll take a look at this area a little bit more and hopefully find some more dens. But I'm going to go ahead and get this set up first. So I'm working on getting this one set up here. So basically what I did was, since the ground's frozen here and you're not going to be able to get this H stand in, got a cordless drill with a pretty long drill bit, drilled 2 holes and got that H stand shoved in, and I can't quite get this gap filled in, but I don't think he'll be able to get through there anyways. But I'm going to go ahead and put some marsh grass around this thing anyways. So I'm just going to shove some in each spring on each side. Kind of block it in. So get some on this side too now. Now it's a nice opening for them. Got the triggers L'd out a little bit. Got the dog on the first notch, and I got the triggers on the out, so when they come out of their den, it should nail them pretty good. So I'm going to try to get that dog proof set up over here, and I'll go ahead and show you that set too. So we got the trail that's running right through here. So I'm going to be putting a dog proof right in the middle of it. I got wired to this tree, and instead of drilling a hole, I went ahead and pounded that in the ground with the hammer. So it's nice and solid, and they aren't going to be able to pull that out of the ground. But here I just got some cereal and some corn mixed with some cooking oil. Should be something they'll like during the winter. Haven't been eating much probably lately. So I'm going to go ahead and fill that up. Sprinkle a little bit on the outside. And I got some Carmen's coon bait. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit right on top of the dog proof here. Nice sweet smelling, they should like that. Put right on top of the dog proof right there. And go ahead and put some of my homemade fish oil around the set. Doesn't take much, that stuff's really stinky. So that set's good to go right in the middle of the trail. So it should definitely catch one, and hopefully catch one tomorrow. So I got another decent coon trail. You can probably kind of see it a little bit coming through here. Kind of ends here a little bit, kind of splits off all over, so I kind of got it put right here. Looks like they're going out to the marsh out there a little bit. But again, I got that one wired up, and I just hammered it in so it's nice and solid. I'm gonna go ahead and use some Coon Creek's bait for or Beaver Creek's baits for the dog proof. Sprinkle some on the outside and fill that one up pretty much. And then I got some just regular fish oil here, sprayed around the area. Stuff's a little thick with it being cold. Then I'm gonna go ahead and just put some Carmen's on this one too. It's gonna be pretty much the same set, other than different fish oil and different bait, but should catch them. So put that right on top of the trap again. And that's another decent set put in place, and hopefully the coon move and we'll get another one in that set. So you can see we got a decent trail here, and those are all coon tracks it looks like. But it comes through here. I'm gonna go ahead and set a dog proof over there. But on this side I followed it back, and it kind of went through the marsh grass here in a nice little pinch point spot. And I got a 160 shoved in there with the H stand in the ice there, and I got some grass around the springs, hopefully funnel them in nice, but it goes right through there. I don't think they're gonna be able to get around it, so decent set. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a dog proof over there. I'm actually out of 160s. Didn't think I was gonna get this many sets out, but get that dog proof put in place, and I got one more area to check out for coon and hopefully find a spot to put some coyote traps. So I'm setting up the last coon trap I actually brought. I'm on this dike here where they normally run, but there's no snow, so I'm not quite sure if they're actually up here, but normally they're up here, so I'm gonna go ahead and get a dog proof put in here. So I'll just go ahead and use this corn that was set in a couple other sets. And then in this set I'm gonna try some of this Caven's coon and mink bait. I put this on one other dog proof too. Smells a lot like fish. Definitely got some fish in there. Go ahead and put that on top of the dog proof here. Then I'm going to spray this with my fish oil again. And hopefully the coon are running this area, but that's going to be the last set. Not going to get any coyote sets out because the area I want to set them, I haven't seen any tracks, and there's been a bunch of people out there. So that'll be it for today. Got quite a few coon traps out. Probably get some more out tomorrow. But I'll see you guys in the trap line tomorrow. But thanks for watching, and please subscribe.